Hi, my name is Bob Kraus and I'm running for the United States Senate. And today I'd like to talk to you about equal pay for equal work. I support that concept enthusiastically. This has been a concept in American law for many years, that regardless of your gender, regardless of your race, regardless of your age, regardless of your disability, if you have equal responsibilities at work, you should be paid equally for that work as other classes. Unfortunately, that law was weakened a few years ago by a significant court case involving a lady by the name of Lilly Ledbetter. As a consequence, there was a law that came up in Congress, or a bill proposal that came up in Congress called the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act of 2009. And in fact, this law was signed in January by President Obama. Unfortunately, our current senator, Senator Charles Grassley, voted against this law when it came through. And it puts Senator Grassley in the position of opposing the principle of equal pay for equal work. I'll explain a little bit about the Lilly Ledbetter case itself. Mrs. Ledbetter was a production supervisor at Goodyear Tire and Rubber for 19 years. She was getting ready to retire when she saw some data that indicated that she had been paid less than any other supervisor. She was the only woman, I believe she was a black woman, and she was being paid less than people that had come on board and had been working as production supervisors many years later than she had. And it was a very clear case of discrimination. The court said it was a clear case of discrimination. However, the statute of limitations was such that she was ineligible for any recompense for this long 20-year period of discrimination. And here's why. She had not filed within 180 days of the act of discrimination. Well, the act of discrimination had occurred nearly 20 years ago, not 180 days ago, nearly 20 years ago, and the pay pattern, had stayed the same for 20 years. When she found out, she filed, and she would have been legal from the act of discovery, but not from the act of when the decision to discriminate occurred. And that was the problem. And so she was not eligible for any recompense. Now, since the courts determined that that was in fact the case, big businesses have used the Lilly Ledbetter case over 300 times to get around equal pay for equal work and to avoid penalties from discriminating against their own employees. That wasn't fair, and I'm glad that Congress fixed the law for equal pay for equal work. I'm equally disappointed that our Senator, Charles Grassley, did not support that effort. Had I been in the United States Senate, I would have enthusiastically supported the Lilly Ledbetter Fair Pay Act of 2009. This is Bob Kraus, and I hope you'll vote for me for the United States Senate.